Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this past weekend I went back to Comic-Con for the first time in what seems like forever since the pandemic hit. I think the last time I went was around 2017, 2018, and then I sort of took a little bit of a hiatus from there, and if I had any idea what was on the horizon, I probably would have made extra sure to attend those extra conventions just to try and suck up as much joy as humanly possible for the depressing few years that we all endured. But a part of the reason why I'm so excited to make this video is because I almost chose not to go to Comic-Con, and if I hadn't, I wouldn't have known about this information that I'm about to present to you guys. For those of you who live in the Northwest of America like me, where I live in Oregon, and if you've been a regular viewer of my channel for a while, you probably also know that I've done a lot of videos on LARPing. And I'm really excited to announce that while I was attending Rose City Comic-Con, there was a booth that's dedicated to setting up a LARP organization in the Oregon-Portland area. And I think the best way to explain what all this is about is to let the very people I talk to explain their organization for themselves. So here you go. So tell us about what you're trying to do here.
So we're creating War of the Roses live action role play in Southwest Washington and Northern Oregon. We're looking to bring it in 2023. It's a full immersion live action role play. So my friend here is going to be like the master of assassins. I'm a wizard today, and we're looking forward to bringing lots of players together to sort out all the political intrigues and problems that take place in the Rose Garden that is the War of the Roses.
Thank you very much. Huzzah! 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 So just to give you guys some extra ideas on what this community is going to be all about, I can only tell you what the people in charge told me, and I can only tell you what I saw personally that they had going on there. So it was explained to me that the founder of the organization had bought a plot of land for all this to be set up on. He's bought dozens, if not hundreds, of foam weaponry that he can like lend out to people for anyone who shows up that need equipment. There you go. And he's also got actual medieval tents for people to rent out when they attend this LARPing event, so that they have somewhere to stay the night and be in theme in the LARPing area. Other than that, I was able to see that they had these little forms that you could fill out where you would put down your name or your character name. You could put down what kind of race you were. And when I inquired about this, it was explained to me that they are allowing almost complete freedom with the kind of character, what kind of race you wanted to make for yourself. And it was basically boiled down to, if you wanted to figure out the logistics of how to make yourself be a centaur-like character, if that's the kind of race you want to be, have at it. It's a fairly free, customizable sort of format that they're going for in terms of character creation, which is really cool. I love that sort of, it just gives that really limitless feeling of creativity that I really enjoy. So that's really interesting to see. But what I was also really drawn into is the fact that you could also like create your own house, kind of like in Game of Thrones, where you could, you know, set up the color scheme of your banner, and they had all these different types of, you know, banner logos or shield logos for like what you wanted for your symbol or your banner. And you could really flesh out like what your house was and what flag represented you. And I again, it's just that really awesome sort of customizable, free to be as creative as you want sort of thing that I'm really excited about. Because that's something that's always bothered me with a lot of LARPs, is that there's always, for the most part, especially ones that revolve around questing and influencing the realm of the LARPing area that you're a part of, you know, there's always some sort of level of limitation on what kind of, like how far you can be creative with, you know, your character, the race you want to be, things like that. It really feels like these guys are going for, if you can figure out how to bring it to life in the event, do it, and I love that shit. So if you want to know more about these guys, I will post a link down below on how you guys can get in contact with them. Again, I'm really excited for this community to being made because, you know, I've always wanted there to be a LARP organization like this here in the Oregon area, and even though it's sort of in the northern Oregon area, pretty much Oregon, Washington borderline kind of thing, I'm just happy it's somewhere that is within reasonable, achievable driving distance, because any other LARP organization that I know of here in Oregon is usually either not the kind of LARPing that I enjoy doing, where it's very number based and it's very D&D like, you know, or the organization just, it's not necessarily about the questing or the adventure, but really just it's very combat orientated, and it's fun, it's just not overall that fulfilling. But for there to be an organization being made where it's basically LARP camping in the exact style of LARPing that I like, along with promoting that they're going to be doing like quests and things like that for us to do, is really exciting, because the only other organization that I know about that takes place in Eastern Canada, and I believe they're called Bicoline or the Voyage North, something like that. And they also do that kind of camping, LARPing experience with quests and that big story world building kind of experience that these guys are going for. So again, I just can't tell you how excited I am. I'm really looking forward to when these guys set up. And for any of you out there who are, you know, in the same local area as me, who are looking for a LARP group with a LARP experience like this, I hope this is received as really great news. I'm really pumped up about this. In fact, I mean, I almost felt like I was coming along a little too strong with these guys when I heard about this, because my eyes were just like popping out of my head. I was like, I need to inform more people of this at once. Sound the horns! Yeah, I hope for any of you in these local areas of Portland, Washington, or just Oregon or Washington in general, I hope you guys give them a look. If you're even remotely interested and you're kind of out of state, I would still suggest, you know, giving them a look. Like, who knows, like what this is going to turn into in the long run. I don't believe I'm going to be able to do the weekly attendance sort of things, but being able to go maybe a couple times a year to this big LARP event like this, I'm very excited for. So anyway, with that all being said, I hope this is received as good news for a lot of you, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you. See you.